The Degritter is now even better. Okay, that was really dumb. I'm sorry. I am here to talk about the Degritter Mark II because Degritter, which was, in my opinion, the greatest ultrasonic cleaner on the market when you take all factors into account, has a Mark II now, which has improved functionality and some improved design choices. Because I value transparency, they were kind enough to send me one of these for this video. But I do want to say they have not paid me to say anything positive about them. Everything I'm talking about in this video is purely from my experience as a record store owner using the Degritter every single day. And let me tell you, even from the Mark I, this was an absolute game changer. If you have a large record collection or own a record store, owning a Degritter will make your life so much easier if you care about how clean your records are, which in both of those scenarios, hopefully you do. This machine is truly important, and I don't think I'd be able to run the shop as efficiently as I currently do without it. Now, there's other ultrasonic cleaners on the market, and they're a little cheaper than this, but you get what you pay for. And if you value your time, it is worth paying for something that's going to maximize your time. I have friends who have cheaper ultrasonics, and they tell me they have to run them 2-3 times sometimes to get the record totally clean, which for me is an absolute no. With the Degritter, I literally run it once, and it's perfect every time. There's multiple cycles you can do low, medium, or heavy, and I usually run on heavy unless it's kind of just like a little tiny bit of something, and I'll usually do medium, but after one, it is a night and day difference. And I'm gonna show you in this video an example of just how that works. Goose, that's a dirty record.
So,
not great.
For a Degritter, they absolutely do not recommend running a record this dirty in it. So, we're going to give it a quick little wipe down.
Let's play it first. Let's just hear how bad it sounds right now.
Let's do it.
I'm so sorry to the needle ahead of time, but I just want to have a point of comparison. Ooh! Okay, take it off. That's horrible. That's horrible. Okay.
All right, so we're going to give it a quick little wipe down.
Yeah. Is it even doing anything?
I mean, it's moving the dirt around. Well, we gave it a quick little wipe down. We're going to go ahead and throw it in the Degritter.
Heavy, for sure.
How do we go extra heavy?
It's done. Wow, that looks immaculate now. Let's put this on and do a little test and see how it sounds. Sometimes I feel like I'm fading away.
Amazing.
If you don't know what an ultrasonic cleaner is, it is an amazing tool that utilizes these kind of pulsing waves to shake and remove the debris from deep inside the grooves of your records. Now, you might not realize there's stuff there when you're listening to stuff, but you might hear it because it's such a microscopic little thing inside the groove you can't see without a magnifying glass or a microscope, but it's affecting the sound of your record. And sometimes records are just plain dirty. This is an amazing machine to restore your records to as close to new as possible. Obviously, it can't remove something like a scratch, but if your record has some debris from the factory, which happens on almost every new record these days, or if it just came to you in a kind of dirty, dusty way, this thing is your best friend. And unlike a lot of other cleaners, it is a literal set it and forget it, one button experience. Speaking about the buttons, though, I know this is kind of weird to talk about in a video about a machine and how it works, but the buttons on the Degritter Mark II are so satisfying to press. They're kind of like, they have more of a tactile feel than the first one. I didn't think I would get this excited about a button change, but until you actually feel the difference between the two, they absolutely knocked it out of the park. As well as a nice redesign for the Degritter. It looks a lot sleeker, too, than the first model, which already looked pretty damn good to me. Fully automatic, clean, and dry. So basically, you put the record in, you set how long you want to do it for, you set the intensity, and you leave it, and you come back in 8 to 12 minutes, depending on whenever you set it to, and the record is not only clean, it is also dried with one button. You have to take in your head a moment to think about how many records you'll be manually drying if you didn't have an all-in-one system like this that kind of just did it all. Even a vacuum machine, you have to kind of switch it off and change it to a different mode, and there's a lot more hands-on necessary, and for me, I just don't have the time for that with the amount of records that I'm cleaning on a daily basis. There's a separate water tank, which is really great because you can easily refill it and use distilled water and a bit of their solution to really make sure you get everything out of those nooks and crannies. But the most impressive thing to me about this machine is the filtration system. On the side, there's like a little filter that you can pull out, and every time it needs to be changed, the machine will prompt you to change the filter. It's really dirty when you take it out, which means it's really effective at removing all the stuff that you can't really see on the records. And the filters are pretty inexpensive to replace with, which is great. It uses 120 kilohertz ultrasonic vibrations, which I think is the highest to best performance ratio on the market. And at 300 watts, it is the most efficient and effective ultrasonic per liter of water that you can buy. Hands down. It's also a built-in temperature control. It's set up so that the water's never going to hit the record label. It is an extremely well thought out machine. With the Mark II, there's a couple interesting features that they added. There's a new PWM controller, which allows for smoother pumping, and there's a redesigned ultrasonic amp to improve the reliability overall, which is great. What I like the most is they added pulse mode. Pulse mode is a way to get rid of the larger debris even faster. It basically rapidly turns the ultrasonic on and off over and over again in order to kind of shake it in a way that makes the larger debris fall off even quicker to make the cleaning more efficient. I think this is a great addition. Now, the price point is the only thing that I can think of as a possible negative, and you still get what you pay for, so if you can afford it and you can justify it and you think that your collection or your store is large enough, it's worth every penny. $3,300 is a lot to chew off, but if you take the hobby extremely seriously and you're looking for a next level cleaning solution, the Degritter is the best I've ever seen and used personally. And like I said, I don't think I could do my job as well without it, which is a huge statement. I'm so grateful for this machine, and I'm grateful for Degritter for giving me a chance to utilize it. If you guys have any questions about it, you can leave a comment below and I will try my best to answer it. I'm not a tech, I don't know if I can troubleshoot it for you. They have an amazing customer support team. Any issue I've had, of which has been maybe like 2 since I've owned the Mark I, they immediately got back to me and rectified both. So it was just an amazing experience overall. So again, you get what you pay for. But I love the Degritter. I think it is a really stellar machine, and if you're on the fence about it, hopefully this will push you over the edge. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and more videos coming very soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.